Welcome back, everyone, to the Natural Physique podcast. Got myself and Noah waddling about, Matt's munching a meal, and Finn's just being
I've
Finn.
just finished a meal.
What did you have?
Chicken and rice and veg.
It's very much
Hey,
there.
snob.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mate, I'm
Love
getting
that.
lean. I'm getting lean.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. I'm enjoying my meals. It's quite nice. I'm like, when you get to the point where you're like literally grains of rice and you're like needing to get every bit. This morning with my whey paste, I was literally like,
Get the
fucking,
baby spoon out.
nah, I'm not that. I'm not there yet.
Wee pink baby spoon.
Not that. Not. To be fair, I never had a baby spoon. I had a really cool latte metal
Yeah,
spoon.
we were discussing this
Uh,
in the podcast the other
yeah,
day. A long, heavy thin
Heavy.
spoon.
the circular one, is it the Nescaf one that you've got? That one's fucking
Yeah, but
The
classic.
mine was
circular
literally
one.
like, honestly, the tiny, like smaller than a baby spoon and really long. It was sick. My
Oh,
mum had it back at home and I just stole it.
Mega. You need to get another one. Oh, you still got it?
No, I don't know where it's gone.
You need to get it back out for the diet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna chat just as usual. Maybe go over some topics, some serious stuff. But for the most part, just chat shite, the usual.
Yeah,
How's
because
the one
we
been?
haven't spoke for this week really. Any of us haven't really spoke. Me
Yeah,
and
and
Noah
it's
have spoke a
been
bit, but I haven't really spoke to you guys about your trips. So
some trips and stuff. Yeah, how have you
you
been?
go.
Or
I was gonna
what was
say you
it?
go first, Josh, because Matt's eating and I want to hear about Matt's holiday.
Nice.
You go first.
The devilish smirk there. So I went to Poland for 3 days. That was from Thursday to Sunday. It was Krakow, Zakopane or Zakopane, I think is like the actual pronunciation, but I'm going to call it Zakopane. And then back to Krakow for a day. So first day in Krakow, salt mines. Second day was going to Zakopane, which is like a mountain range. It's fucking gorgeous. Thermal baths up there as well. And the third day was Auschwitz. So really good. I enjoyed it. Like the trip as a whole, I thought it was brilliant. It was snowing like pretty much the whole time, and it was like so nice. Krakow city centre, super cheap. The accommodation was brilliant, like and very cheap as well. So £60 for an Airbnb for the night that had a full kitchen, like really comfy beds and shit. So that was wild. I'd not had that before. Zakopane itself, like the town centre, super lively. The thermal baths. There was a naked area that you could go upstairs. I didn't go there because my penis is too small. But there's a naked area that you go to. You pay an extra 10 quid to get in there. That would have been a mega. Just had to make sure it's like really warm and I fucking smack it about a wee bit to get it a bit bigger. But we didn't go to there. You could get drinks and stuff, and I was wanting to actually have a few drinks. But the bar was outside. It was -11. You're soaking wet from just being in the water, and the queue was like 15 meters long. So it wasn't drinking there. And then Auschwitz, we had to get a bus from Zakopane back to Krakow for 2 hours. Then from Krakow to Auschwitz was like an hour and 15. But went there. That was like a 3 or 4 hour tour. That was really good, really insightful. Again, it was snowing and shit, and like it was quite eerie. I enjoyed that, and actually just learning a lot more about it was sick. Food was really good. We got like I hadn't eaten like much all day that first day just because the timings were off. Got a taxi to go to the salt mines. The cunt just decides to drive down the wrong side of the motorway for 20 minutes, and therefore we miss our salt mines time, which was great. So we had to get that changed to the later time. Didn't have enough time to eat, so I'd not eaten yonks. Got back to Krakow. Oh my God, we got a smash burger. Um, I got a triple smash burger, a triple barbecue smash burger. We got fries on the sides. I was so hungry that we got popcorn chicken as well, so a full main of popcorn chicken, not even a side of popcorn chicken. Got tomato ketchup, barbecue sauce, garlic ranch, and hot sriracha mayo or something. Demolished that. Possibly the best meal of my entire life.
We did that in, well, we didn't get that exact thing. Where were we? In Rome, when, for the
When in
Taveo
Rome.
thing, when in Rome. We had the same kind of thing where it was like the day got delayed. Like we ended up only having like I think we had like basically a gap where we'd not eaten for like 6, 7 hours. And so
Nice.
we so we kind of like we were both starving, and we found like a place that did everything, like anything you could think of. So like we got burger, we got fajitas, and we got a steak, and we had like all three and like shit. Oh, it was banging. That feeling, at
It's
the end
when
of a
when
long
you're
day when you've done
so
loads of
hungry.
steps and you're starving.
Yeah, I was cooked because that was right after the salt mines, and that was walking for 2 hours straight, like up and down stairs, underground,
Good though, isn't
like
it?
done and
It's good though.
Yeah, have you done
Yeah. Did you lick
it?
the
Yeah,
wall?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was licking the wooden wall. Ah, Why is it not taste setting? And there's like a random person next to me, like I'm trying to be funny for Casey, and they're just looking at me like that. They're a fucking weirdo. But yeah, just before we left, as I'm walking past, gave a big run along it, and it was very salty. It
Yeah.
was. But that meal was absolutely unbelievable. It was like I remember they brought the burgers out, and we were waiting for like the sides and everything to take a nice photo. I was like, Casey, I just can't fucking wait. Straight into it. So the photo that I took of the burger is already like a quarter munched. But yeah, that definitely hit the spot. The food was really good, very well priced. Polish people are a bit miserable, to be fair. Like, the people that we spoke to, there was some nice ones, but I'm gonna say like three-quarters of the interactions were people just being moody and a bit horrible, which is the
No,
only.
like immigrants or like tourists or anything, do they?
Yeah, especially pure little handsome jacked ones and that.
I
Aye,
feel like they're
who's
not
never
rude. I
treated
feel like
us.
they're just blunt and they're just not asked about conversation. They're not over the top like a lot of other cultures where like they're
Yes.
just a bit loud. Like they're just the opposite. They're quiet and just keep themselves to themselves.
It was -11, to be fair. It was very cold, and we were in Zakopane. Casey and I wanted to go for a wee drink before we headed up to the thermal baths. So I opened the door to go into like a bar or like a big kind of food place, and somebody had just asked Casey to take a photo of them for their family. So Casey's taking a photo of the family, and I'm just holding the door open, like waiting for Casey to come in because it's gonna be like 5 seconds. And the woman that's working there comes over and just starts like shouting at me in Polish, and I just said English. And she just kept on shouting at me in Polish. I just went, okay. And then, like, she must have got the complaint from the table that was, like, sat relatively near the door because I looked over and the whole family was just looking at me like that. So I just kept looking at them like that. Like, I'm gonna win this staring competition. And it was the mum that just kept on looking. So I just kept on looking at her. And I was like, I'm gonna win this. I ended up winning the staring competition. As soon as Casey actually goes to come in the door, I'm like, Casey, straight back out. Kept the door open. Life was great. So I enjoyed that part. But yeah, like seemed to be that some of the Polish people weren't too happy. But there was some nice interactions. The tour guide for Auschwitz, he was great. I ended up asking him loads more questions, and me and him were bros. Gave him a nice firm handshake at the end of it. Thank you, mate.
Give him a
Yeah.
tip.
My tip. My tip, but no money, stuff.
No money stuff.
No. Only other tips. Matt, or does anyone have any questions about Poland? Or are we good for Amsterdam? I'm about.
I've been to Krakow. I've not been to Zakopane or where that other place. But I liked it when I went. It was good, but it's only like a 2-3 day, isn't it? You don't need any more.
Yeah, there's not a huge amount. To be fair, like we were mobbed every day because there was assault mines, there was the day trip to Zakopane, and then there's Auschwitz. Like if we had one more day, that would have been perfect. But it's just like we didn't have any time to chill, which isn't a bad thing. Like it
Yeah,
actually
when
keeps
it's
you
that
doing
kind
stuff.
of holiday, you don't really, do you?
Yeah. But Matt, let's go.
Right,
There
where
you
do I start? Where do I start?
go.
So
Full podcast just done this.
general background. So I was I was just spent 3 days in Amsterdam. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a big rugby fan, and my rugby team was playing in a European game. Funnily enough, against the South African team, but the South African team isn't allowed to have their games in South Africa. So it was a home game for them, but they had to play at a neutral venue in Europe. So they picked Amsterdam. We were like, fuck me, lads, perfect away day to Amsterdam. So yeah, we had booked or the game was on the Sunday. We had booked to go to or booked to fly on the Friday afternoon. So then that meant we had like 3 nights, basically 4 days. So it meant we weren't just going for like one day and then coming back home. But as most people know, the weather has been absolutely shocking in Europe. So during the week, I was like stressing and panicking, being like, this flight could get cancelled or delayed. So I was on Thursday, I was literally sitting on ChatGPT all day. How can I get in Amsterdam? But like through diversion. So like I was looking at flights from, so we were flying from Dublin. So I was looking at flights from Dublin to Brussels. Then okay, you can get the train from Brussels into the Netherlands and then travel to Amsterdam. But then I was saying that a load of those were actually cancelled as well because of the weather. So it was all touch and go whether we could actually get in. But luckily, the flight got in at like 4 o'clock on Friday, and then a snowstorm hit at 4:15 on Friday. So we got in within like 15 minutes. Absolutely unreal. But essentially we were like, right, okay, we've got a nice Airbnb, but it was kind of like it was at like a Euro Parks. So it was like a campsite, but like, those little holiday homes.
Yeah.
And ours was like a big villa. So there were seven of us going. We had
So
this massive villa right on the river, and the river was completely frozen. So it actually looked really cool. Um, so we were like, okay, we'll go there. We need to pick up the keys, but we'll go sit down, get a pint, have some food, and chill out. Went to this little local boozer, literally just Dutch people. It was unbelievable. And we got an email through saying game's been like it hasn't been cancelled, it's been moved to a different venue. And we were like, oh shit, right, how do we get there? And then we read a little bit further down on the email and was like, oh yeah, no supporters are allowed to go.
yeah, behind
So
closed doors.
we had literally got into Amsterdam and then they've been like, you're not allowed to go to the game.
Yeah,
So
imagine you were South African and you'd flown there.
I doubt many would have
You'd
traveled.
be absolutely cooked.
Yeah, you'd be raging. You'd be absolutely raging. Like we only had an
Yeah.
hour 45-minute flight and we were still raging.
Yeah.
But like there was no better place to kind of get stranded. So you couldn't really complain. But anyways, we were like, okay, right, we can still maybe go to this game. It's public grounds, like it's a different venue, but like it's just at a local rugby club. So we were like, okay, we'll maybe go down to the rugby club and just sit in the wall and watch. It was like an hour and a half train away. So we were kind of planning on doing that on the Sunday. But anyways, first couple of nights in Amsterdam, absolutely mental. Just not like one of the most ridiculous places I've ever been. We what do we even do on the Friday? We met up with the other lads and then went out. They're all like massive drinkers, like not just big drinkers, like fucking ridiculous drinkers.
Yeah.
So they were just sinking pints, and I was like, I don't really want to try and keep up with them. I'm just going to take a little bit easier. So didn't like drink a huge amount to be fair, which was good. But yeah, somehow I just ended up in the red light district as you do on the Friday night, just walking about. And I don't know if have any of you been to Amsterdam?
Yeah.
You have. Have you
Mate,
walked
you
around?
don't realize that you're in there until you're just there. I remember there was a guy standing in front of me. It was during the middle of the day, and he's like clawing at this window. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And I turned around, like, boys, have you seen this guy? And the boys like this looking in the window. I'm like, they're behind me. So I look over to the window, and there's just some woman with her tits out going like this. I
Mate,
was like, oh,
it's
that's who he's clawing
mental.
at.
It is mental. So like as Noah said, you're literally just walking about, go across a little bridge, and then I was kind of like, there's loads of red lights here. This must be red light district. But I've never seen like obviously I've heard the stories, but I've never seen what it's actually like. And it is literally like you walk down the street and there's like four like shop windows, and there's just a bird in each of them with their tits out, just being like,
Yeah.
So weird.
and you know what? They're actually quite good looking.
Really?
I thought it would be absolutely
I was
stinking.
gonna say humming.
Imported from
Scheme to
South
that.
America, stinking. They're actually really good looking, so fair play to them. You can see how loads of people fall for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
Is
just
it sorry, is it
walked around.
those girls that you get, or are they advertising it when you get in there like Mark Henry's waiting for you?
I can't speak, but I
Yeah.
imagine it's the ones on
If I
the
speak, I'm in big trouble.
yeah, it's the ones in the shop window. I think you get them.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that first night I was like absolutely shattered, being up like early doors and loads of traveling. So I actually went back early. But the streets were like completely fucked with ice. Like you couldn't walk anywhere, which made the trip a bit of a nightmare. Because I like planned, I'll go to the supermarket, get food, come back, put it in the fridge, can meal prep. So I've got all that ready to go. But we literally couldn't travel about because the roads were a nightmare. The trains were getting cancelled, streets were completely icy as well. So my diet was absolutely dreadful. Did not have a single thing on plan all weekend because we were out of the house from like 11, didn't get back till 2 o'clock in the morning. So that was a bit of a nightmare because I was like, you know what, I'm in Amsterdam. I can go like see the sights, go to nice restaurants and stuff. I got plenty of steps in, but it was like, it just turned into a drinking holiday. And it's not a big drinker. That just was a bit of a disaster. So I had to find other means of, I suppose, intoxication. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, it is legal
That's the
over
thing,
there.
though. It is legal, so that you
Yeah,
can
it's
speak about it
legal.
openly, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically just got stoned the whole time. And it was fucking brilliant. It was so much fun.
I actually quite enjoy that though. Like you don't get the hangover of like drinking and shit, and like
Mate,
you just get a little bit giddy. Like it's nice.
I'm a much nicer person when I'm stoned, and I think I'm all
Yeah.
right as a normal person. But like,
Shite.
yeah, it was like seeing all them just getting drunk, and I'm just like laughing.
Giggling at them.
Literally completely out of it. We were in some bar for like 3 hours, and I was literally against the wall just looking at everyone. I don't think I spoke the entire time. But they were like doing some other kind of
Yeah.
drug as well. A couple of them got truffles. So watching them doing the truffles going completely off their nut was
Yeah.
absolutely
I
brilliant.
remember seeing the story of your mate who was just sat there wetting himself.
Oh man.
Like you
Yeah.
looked around and looked at your other mate and just burst out laughing.
He was like, his eyes were going everywhere. He would be looking at you, but he's actually looking over there. It was so funny. But yeah, so essentially we did that for like 2 days. Did the Heineken tour on the Saturday, which I actually really enjoyed. That was a good laugh. And then we were like, got up Sunday. Okay, we're going to make the trip down to the stadium, even though we weren't supposed to be there. And one of our mates is mates with one of the players, and he phoned him being like, "Do not fucking come down here. The game's cancelled, completely called off." So we were just like, essentially, we've gone for a 3-day piss up in Amsterdam, no rugby, which was a little bit of a shame because that was kind of the main reason I wanted to go, and I wouldn't have probably gone if they were just like, "Let's go to Amsterdam for the weekend." But I still had a brilliant time. We just went to the fan zone thing. It was like a rugby club on the Sunday instead. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just walking about the red light district, looking at all the women, getting stoned.
Looking at hundreds of titties and getting stoned.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Ready for a repeat this weekend as well?
Gash,
Yeah. Go on,
We'll see.
boys.
We'll see.
Brilliant.
What is actually your guys' plan after the meetup in the evening?
Not a clue.
We'll go
last time I
grab
wasn't
food
able-
somewhere, or
Yeah.
like we'll do something for food.
Yeah.
Just because obviously a lot of people are traveling. Well, even you guys are all traveling far. You know
Food
what I mean?
options are a bit dead in Loughborough, though, I can't lie.
Plan
We're
burrito's good,
not
but it
hitting-
takes ages.
We're not fitting
Yeah.
50 people in that plan.
We've done that last time as well.
There's,
I think
there's-
Nando's is just the best option. Like you,
Yeah, I
you,
was gonna
get, you
say.
order your own
As well.
stuff off of the phone. There's plenty of space. Like you all sit at your tables. Again, like it's not having to split the bill between different people if you're eating like an actual restaurant. Like
yeah. Nando's is
probably
sound.
logistically the
We could
best
always
option.
go. We could always go into either Leicester, Nottingham, Derby. They're all 20, 30 minutes, and there's loads
Yeah.
of places there. So
Yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't mind to be five guys.
That where was the place? Was it in Derby we went? That big fuck off shop.
Into, yeah. Well, it used to be called Into. It's called Derby, and now.
The
Yeah.
Derby, and that's it. Yeah, that was good.
We'll see where the night takes us.
Yeah.
Gashby. Yeah. All roads lead to Gashby. Yeah, so it'll be good. I'm excited for it. We'll obviously speak a bit more on it, but to continue with the catch-ups and updates, Noah, how's things been?
Sound. I've not been away on holiday like these two boys. I've been on the walking pad playing FIFA, cracking on with things. That's about as exciting as it gets. Playing fucking squad battles. That's it.
I've seen that you deleted TikTok. How's your experience?
Oh shit, yeah. I'm now
losing your
3
mind?
days,
Scratching the walls.
mate, 3 days sober, and I'm in a padded room now, just losing my fucking mind. But no, in all seriousness, I think everyone knows I'm a bit fucking
Brain-rotted.
smooth-brained at times.
Yeah,
Brain rotted,
just
yeah.
enjoying a bit of the
Exactly.
brain
Just
rot.
a little bit of brain rot every now and then isn't going to hurt anyone. But yeah, it was at the point where I was like, you know what, I should probably I'd like things to take a bit more priority and just be a bit more active with certain things. So I
Yeah.
thought, fuck it, it's all going, and I'm just going to go and keep my mind away
Raw
from
dog
it. And it sounds a lot more extreme than it actually is, but again, like when I end up going on my phone and the amount of times I'll go on my phone and where TikTok was is like the health app now. And I've said it before, the amount of times I've tapped the health app just from like a muscle memory
Yeah.
of being like going on
Crazy,
that.
mate.
And I'm like, why am I going on the fucking health app?
Yeah.
But at no point am I thinking, oh, why am I going on TikTok?
Yeah.
Because it's dopamine, I'm sound. So it kind of made me realize that Jesus, like, let's stay off that. So yeah, it's been 3 days, and to be fair, like I'm now used to it to a certain degree. And it's sound like I just feel a lot more productive. Things are getting done quicker. There's more efficiency with everything, and yeah, I'm still just as brain rotted. I'm just not on
Yeah,
TikTok.
acting upon it as much, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to
say
keep
that.
yourself in the loop somehow. You are mates with Cam, so like
Yeah. Oh,
as long
trust
as you
me,
keep-
Cam and Charlie are sending me enough reels to fucking make up for TikTok being gone. So it's all right.
I've got a wee screen limiter thing on my phone that I've used for like over a year now. It's called Opal. And then I've got the wee brick device as well, which is like a physical version. Like you get the brick and then you brick all your apps that you don't want to be on and then put it at the other side of the house. So it's either You can just open up your phone and click on something, or you need to get out of your seat, walk to the side of the house, unbrick the phone, and then click on something. It makes it much less convenient to just do it. Because again, it's your first like instinct in it. You just click on Instagram, click on TikTok, click on whatever it may be. Like everyone's got something. So I think that is like a cool thing to mention because it helped me a lot with my productivity. It's like, oh no, I don't have time to do this. Yes, you do. Just prioritize the right things, and like it doesn't seem like a lot, but like if you're wasting 2 to 5 minutes, like 10 times a day, that's what 20 to 50 minutes that you're just completely missing out on. So it's cool. I think that's definitely worth doing. But anything
Even
else?
just
Just
literally putting your phone in another room. Like I know obviously we work on our phone a lot, but like when I'm doing
the hard
check-ins,
part, yeah.
yeah, but when I'm doing check-ins and I'm on WhatsApp, if I'm not like needing to be on Instagram to like check DMs or promote my coaching, you know what I mean? If I'm like, right, I'm just literally going to crack on with check-ins for 2 hours and I know I'm not going to go on Instagram, like I just have my phone in the room because
Yeah.
I get WhatsApp messages on my laptop. So it's literally, I don't need my phone.
I quite like having my phone there so I can watch training clips while listening to the voice
Yeah,
note. The only
I
thing,
do.
like that's the problem. If you're listening to a check-in voice note and you're trying to watch training clips as they're speaking through the training, you can't do
Yeah.
that just on the one device. So that is when I'll brick my phone. So like I legit can't go on anything apart from WhatsApp. Like
Mm.
WhatsApp photos and stuff that I'd use, and then on Opal, like it allows you to take breaks. So I've got 10 breaks per day. Like harsh, can't go any more than that. But again, they're 3 minutes maximum, and that's more so just to check Instagram to see if I've got any DMs that I need to get back to post stories, and then just see if there's anything going on that I need to kind of be aware of. So yeah, that works for me pretty well.
Yeah.
Ben, how about you? Updates? Anything
All
going
good.
on?
All good. Not much to update on. From when we last spoke, it was very snowy, very icy. Um, can't really think about what has gone on this week other than just training and stuff. I don't think I've had much of an eventful week. Just training. Oh, Sunday was a bit of a ball ache because we went to get some treadmills. So, Ryan that runs PCA, his gym, Saxon Gym, basically is like moved to a new unit and he had like some treadmills that he just gave to us. Um, but we had to obviously go and get them. So we hired a van, went and got them, and got stuck in the ice slash
So
mud.
how did this happen? I seen that, and then you couldn't get out. And how
Yeah,
did you actually get out?
Jesus came.
Yeah,
Modern day,
miracle.
modern
A
day
miracle
Jesus.
was work.
So yeah, we went and got the treadmills, which was pretty sound. But like even just the whole day just dragged. Like fucking, we got to the gym and Reese was like, oh, I can't find the keys for the van. So already we're like an hour behind because Reese has lost the keys to the van. So like what should have been like 4 hours, maybe five, ended up being like 8. So it's like, so yeah, basically we went to Cannock, which is where this gym is, got the treadmills. I filmed it all. I filmed bits of it. It's on my YouTube tonight.
Day in the life.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even a day in the life, mate. It was like I filmed a leg session on Saturday, but the gym was that busy that literally like 75% of my clips just had people in front of. So I
Nice.
was like, I can't upload all this. So like I got like a little bit of the leg session on the YouTube, and then I just filmed the next day because I was like, I'll just film us going and getting kit. Going and getting kit is quite exciting. Like the only thing is, it was treadmills. If it was like a cool piece of equipment, like when we went and got the Cybex Bravo and stuff, like people like seeing that. That's more exciting than a leg session. You could watch a leg session any day on anyone's YouTube. You
Yeah.
don't see many people going and getting gym kit. You know what I mean? So like, I filmed it, but didn't film loads because we obviously ended up getting stuck. So when we got stuck, we went to Starbucks, got Starbucks, and then I just tried to reverse out of this parking spot, and like this little field was in front of us, and I just couldn't reverse. I was just spinning on the ice. And we were like, oh, like let's drive into the little bit of grass and round. That'll probably be better. And then we got onto the grass and it was worse. And we just like sank into the grass and then we were just literally spinning in the grass. So we went and got some marigold gloves to scoop all the mud from around the tires. We got some cat litter because we thought that would provide traction and dry up around the tires. And then we got some cardboard from Greg's and basically put cardboard in front of the tires to like have something to rock like back and forth against.
Yeah.
Did all that, and then this guy turned up and he was like, "Oh, that's stuck. I can pull you out." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, mate. Like, appreciate it, but we've just fucking spent like 20 quid on got gloves and cat litter." But basically, he just like tied his rope to the car and around his tow bar. But he was trying to drive us out, and I hadn't even got in the van yet. Fucking we had the
Break still on.
handbrake was on. He was trying to drive us out. I was like, mate, wait. Like, so I got in, took it off, and then yeah, luckily we got out. But it was just a fucking ball ache. And then came back to the gym. Obviously, took the treadmills off. We then put some other bits in storage, so we had to bring the stairmaster down the stairs, the cross trainer down the
Is
stairs.
that fucked?
The stairmaster's fucked. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting rid of him. Tried to put the treadmill upstairs, but couldn't. It was just fucking too difficult. So I'm getting the guy tomorrow to put it up on the forklift. But then, like, we've got this new storage container in Burton. Sorry if you're watching, Steve. You're an absolute legend. But like, we got there and he just loved the chat. He was sound, but like, it was literally like 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. on a Sunday. We'd been out all day, freezing as well, snow, ice, mud all over us from getting the car. Like, I still needed to do cardio and everything because we left at 11. So I was like, oh, we'll get back for like 5 and then I'll stay at the gym when it's closed. It's quicker to do my abs and everything then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it ended up being like just ages at this storage place. But the guy was lovely. And then yeah, we got back quite late. But it was fine. Just, like on a Sunday, like now and again, especially
You
when
don't
there's
want
not
to just chill out. Yeah.
I'll try and have like a couple of hours in the evening to just chill and like do my meal prep for the next day and chill. But I didn't get back home until 9 and I was opening the gym up at 6. So it was literally like get back, eat, go to bed. And it's just like the day didn't need to be that long, just things that fucking took longer than they should.
Did you skip cardio then?
No, mate, I did it.
Fair play.
Good
I
man.
did my cardio, but it's only 20 minutes.
No.
So I do on my rest days now, I do mobility, abs, calves, and cardio. And like my ab work's always fine, like even when I do it on a normal train day, but my calf work's been way better. Like the actual connection that I get. And like my mobility work's definitely helping with my lower back and stuff. So it's like it makes me want to do it. If you've just got cardio on a rest day, you're not that arsed. It's like it's cardio. But like if you've got cardio and other things that you're actually seeing a benefit, like to your physique or to your performance, then it's like I actually want to do it. And I'm also at the gym like pretty much every day anyway. So yeah, it was just a bit of a ball ache that we got back late. But yeah, otherwise, all good. We've got the athlete log going. Josh, you need to fucking update yours, mate.
I'm waiting till
Well, you should have done it from last week. Last week's checking, you look great. What if you
Wednesday
look
starts
shit this
flipping.
week?
Nah, I looked shit last week. I'm going to look way different this week, way better this week.
A lot fuller after the burger.
Yeah. After I barely eaten for 3 days and done like 20k steps. No, I
What's
seen
your
me in
body weight?
person today with my shite stains all over my boxers.
Yeah, big jobby boys.
Aye. I was just wearing white boxers, and they were talking about how you're always scared to wear white boxers in case there's the slightest hint. And then what if you accidentally upload that and then boom, Josh shitey boxers physique? What happened then?
Forever.
Yeah,
Just don't it,
exactly.
mate. Just don't it with pride.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
But,
You shit yourself quite often, don't you? And you just burn
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Who cares? Yeah.
Natural.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural physique. I'll put mine in the athlete log. Get a few people doing it as well. Who was most recent? Was it Dylan? I
Dylan
seen
did one, yeah.
he done one today as well, so that's cool. Content will be going back up on it as well. Some educational shiz. Everyone getting a bit more active on it, so that'll be good to build that up.
I think
Obviously,
the athlete log thing is really cool. Like, obviously, we had it as an idea ages ago. We just never like pushed people to do it, did we?
yeah,
But like, Matt did it, Noah did it, I did it, and then quite a few clients have done it. And also, like, I've had a few clients say, like, "Oh, mate, I think that's really cool." Like, I had a couple of people saying, like, it's sick to be able to like see what Brandon G's doing because he doesn't post his training or he doesn't post that much on Instagram about like what he's doing, and he's a pro, and it's like, it's cool to be able to see that. And I was
yeah.
like, it is, to be fair, like it's really cool. When Brandon put his on, I was like, oh, sick! Like, it's cool that Brandon's doing it. And then like Ben did one, and like everyone that's done one, it's like it is cool to see it. Like Sonny's going to be prepping, like.
Or
So yeah,
maybe
obviously, I
just the
know a lot
people
of
that you
people
don't
do.
see on your Instagram algorithm because you've not maybe like interacted with them yet.
Yeah,
And like I don't see Sonny stuff, I don't see Brandon stuff, I don't see Ben stuff. I don't really see many people's stuff because I was saying about the screen limiter. So like being able to see it on there and even Dylan, like it's pretty cool.
yeah. So yeah, that's a cool addition. And then obviously we've got the meetup this weekend, Saturday, 2 p.m. The Physique Club. Don't just turn up if you're not a member of the team.
Get away. They
Yeah,
don't
you know
want
that.
you.
But yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. I've got like quite a few things sorted for it. I'm hoping that one of them come in time. Really hoping
Soon.
because they look sick, but they
Big
might not.
Big Pechu's coming over, which is cool.
Yeah.
I've got Hector coming over from France as well. So big international number. And
Yeah.
Mike's coming back over, Mike from Hong Kong.
Oh,
Might come.
So that's an easy one. All the way from Hong Kong. as if he's not just coming over here to go back to uni again.
Pretty sure
Well,
last time we were saying about Sonny coming from Bulgaria. We were just
yeah,
doing
mate,
tips
we
like
had like
ethnic origin.
we did.
He's
Yeah,
got
but
it
to be fair,
in
Sonny was living in Bulgaria, then he was coming back. Um,
that
yeah,
was good real.
we'll have probably. I reckon we'll have 40 to 50 people there, which will be sick.
Yeah.
The
It'll be
gym
busy.
seems to be busier like now in general. Like, is it just
Yeah,
because
hey,
everyone's coming back from
obviously
uni or back for uni?
January. I think it's not like we've got loads of new signups. Like, like in January you think, oh, you're gonna get loads of signups like a Pure Gym would. We've got a few, but I think it's more so people just over like maybe the few weeks at Christmas, just sort of slacked a bit. And then now it's like everyone's on it again. So it is definitely busier. Like even when I was training today, I trained off 2 meals. So like 11:30. And usually around that time, it's like there's the usual 5 or 6 people in, but like this time there was like 10 or so extra people that I didn't really know. So like it is definitely getting busier, which is cool. But then also like just then before we started the podcast, I was doing steps and like looking down at the gym, it was like fucking hell, it's busy. Like I wouldn't want to be training now.
Yeah. Maybe
But
maybe just buy the whole yard and make one big giant super gym.
that would be very cool.
You ever
It'd be
seen that
like a
Liverpool super
alpha man.
gym?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big green
dedicated
thing?
super gym. Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, I've heard that it's not great, but it's giant, so who cares?
Yeah, it
The
is
dumbbells
massive.
go up in 1 kg increments all the way to 100, so
Do
it's
they
got to be the
actually?
best gym in the world. That's what I've seen.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, need to get that for the gym.
Well,
Next,
Phil's
next
got
purchase,
hold
next
of it.
investment, not a new unit, just 1 to 100 kg dumbbells.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
one really use. Well, actually, people do use dumbbells,
yeah.
but
You've got what,
because
70s?
our gym's
70s
not.
is the heaviest.
Yeah, go up to 70. Nobody uses that.
If you dumbbell RDL, you could quite easily, like the average person could kind of, I say the average person, the average person
Average
takes it.
person off the street could do it.
My grand's just sat there RDLing 70 kg in each hand. But no, like if you train, there's a good chance you can RDL 70 kg dumbbells, but in any other instance, you're not touching them, are you? Realistically.
Dumbbell
Yeah,
row, single arm dumbbell row.
yeah, it's cool if you
Oh,
can
yeah.
row them or press them. It's cooler than RDLing them.
Yeah, pressing only Reese. There's only certain people that have got that aura
Yeah,
that can do that. Yeah. But I'm excited for the meetup. It'll be good. Hopefully get some nice scran after it. I don't know if yous are wanting to go out. I kind of actually want to stay out a little bit longer than Foods, but yous are all too locked in for that now.
no, I would happily, but I need to go because I'm flying to Spain in the morning.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
And
fair.
I don't drink anyway whenever we do them. Like I'll go for a few hours and then let like whoever wants to stay out stay out. I always leave early, don't I? 'Cause
I
I'm set.
tried to drink and too boring, bro. You need to get some bev in you, and then
Mate, it's realistically like it's my business. I'm not gonna be. It's like your boss like going
drive
out.
to the airport really drunk.
But we're the coaches. We're going to drink.
Yeah, I
Obviously,
know, but
I'm probably not going to
Listen,
drink.
it makes you more
Okay.
relatable. It brings you more
Yeah.
business.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's more so I just not really a fan of it. And also I always just think like, what if something goes wrong and someone gets hurt? Like you need a responsible adult there, and I'm the responsible adult.
I get in
Big
the
on.
bin, get some drinks down you, snort some Charlie, and just get out in Gashby.
That's not what's going to be happening, guys.
Yeah, don't worry. That actually, in when Poland, we're walking through Krakow and just random guy comes up to me, Charlie.
Yeah,
No,
they
it's
do.
that.
You get that everywhere. It's so
No,
weird, isn't it?
that is crazy, isn't it? Absolutely wild. But yeah, I think that kind of covers the catch ups and shit. We spoke about it last week. Yeah, bulking. And, like you were speaking about, you'd seen some stuff about it. Like people saying that all you need to do is maintain, and you don't need to actually be in a surplus. Do you want to tell us how fat you got, how strong you got from that, and what you think about it?
Talking to me, yeah.
Yeah. You did get the fattest out of everyone.
I don't know. I'm looking at Noah.
Yeah. I don't know about
So yeah,
Relative weight
basically,
wise,
like I feel like it's a bit of a trend at the minute. So I don't want to jump on the back of the trend, but like I do feel like at the minute it's a talking point in it. There's been like reels made about it, and people are saying you don't need to be in a surplus to build muscle and all that kind of shit. And like I do think like there is definitely warrant to spending time in a surplus, especially in your earlier years. Like obviously a lot of us coach young lads, and like what do you see across the board? Like those that stick to their food, stick to the diet, eat the food, gain weight, and get strong are the ones who build the most muscle. Like it really is that simple. Like if you've got a client who's 16 years old saying to you, every 3 months, oh mate, can I diet again? And you let them, and then they gain again, they diet again, they gain again, they diet again. They don't really get anywhere. Fair enough if you're, let's say, like, 10, 15 years into the game and you just want to maintain sound. Like at that point, yeah, it's understandable. But in your early years, when you still need a lot of muscle, and to be fair, for most people, especially natural bodybuilders, like you probably still need more muscle for the most part, unless you're a
You're
really, really
here, yeah.
top level bodybuilder. Ultimately, like spending time in a surplus is what's going to get you there. Having that excess of calories that's going to lead towards better recovery, better performance, more growth. What people mistake bulking for is eat whatever you want, eat as much as you want, eat as much as you can, gain as much weight as you can, and just get fat and feel like shit. And like, you're not going to make anywhere near as much progress doing that than if you had like an actual controlled gaining phase. And that's what we're talking about when I'm saying, like, when people are saying you don't need to be in a surplus to grow
Yeah,
muscle.
they
Yeah, of course you
automatically
don't.
think that you're talking about being fucking
Bulking,
fat
yeah,
and
yeah, like a sort of turbo bulk and just getting as fat as you can. Like, of course, you can build muscle without being in a surplus. It's not like your body just straight away, as soon as you're in a deficit, it's like, oh, I physically cannot build new tissue. It's just not as good of an environment because you don't have the excess energy. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, it's a lot easier to maintain muscle within a deficit than it is to build new muscle. But also, I think a lot of people have that mentality of like, oh, well, if I'm dieting, like, surely I can't progress or I can't build muscle. And I think like it's finding that understanding and also like realizing that the main things are like if you're eating well, sleeping well, training hard, and progressing your lifts, like even if you are in a deficit or in maintenance, like you can still grow. It's just not as quote unquote optimal of an environment than if you're actually in a surplus. But yeah, there's also like a level to it where like obviously like myself and Noah probably more than you two have got pretty fucking heavy. Where yeah, you feel
I'm
strong.
looking at Matt now again as well.
I took the piss. I did. Yeah, maybe before you coached me, Finn, but fuck
Yeah.
me.
You do get like you. I honestly think the main benefit I think of doing that is that your perception changes on what is strong and what is heavy. You know what I mean? So like for me, when I got really heavy, like pressing 60 kilo dumbbells wasn't like impressive. It was just like chuck them up because I'm fat. You know what I mean? Pressing 3 plates is not impressive. Deadlifting 5 plates, it wasn't impressive because I was heavy. If I'm weighing 110 kilos, deadlifting just double your body weight, it's not that impressive, mate. You know what I mean? Like it's not like whoa. Yeah, it's like your perception changes of what is strong and what is challenging, and I think that's the main benefit. At least it was for me of actually getting heavy. And again, like
Because as you get
anecdotally,
lighter, like you still hold yourself to that standard in a
yeah,
sense. Like as
exactly,
much
yeah,
because it's not like as soon as you start a deficit, you're just like, oh, I feel like fucking shit and I feel super weak now. Like it's a slow process over time. And if you can kind of just like not ignore the fact that you are getting lighter, but like you're still doing everything that you should be doing. The days are very much the same. You're just eating a little bit less food. If you can still be holding that performance to, being really, really strong, you're going to have a hell of a lot more muscle than you did last time you dieted or where you were at that body weight when you've already pushed training so much further, like leaps and bounds further where it was before, comes back down a little bit, you're still much higher. Like
feel
it's the
way
same with
stronger and way
same
ahead
with
of where
anything,
you
isn't
were.
it? Like making more money, like then when you come back down to a place where you'd been before, you're like, oh, that's fuck all. I need to be back up at where I
Yeah.
was before. Like it's setting new standards in a sense. So as you say, getting heavier and actually getting that strength, it makes a big difference.
I think anecdotally as well, like you look at the biggest and the best generally bodybuilders, but especially like natural bodybuilders, probably have spent years and years and years getting fucking big and strong and not really worrying about being soft. You know what I mean? There's not that many that are like, oh, I just stay lean year round. Like those that are fucking good bodybuilders, you know
It's
what I mean?
only if they're like very, very far into their training. Like Dirk, for example, he stays really
Yeah.
lean, but again, like from a genetic makeup standpoint, he probably functions better, a little bit more lean, so like he'll stay a little bit
A
leaner.
little bit like
Like
you.
I'm not going to get like overly heavy, but I have been like relative to the amount of muscle that I've had before. Like that photo of me with a fucking bowling ball face. Like
Yeah.
I had been heavy at that point. I got really strong at that point, and spending my first 3.5 years of training like in a straight surplus is what allowed me to have the level of muscle and level of condition that I did when I competed at 18. Like if I
Yeah.
had been dieting consistently through that, or if I was too scared to put on body weight or get fat, I wouldn't have been in that position. So
It's also worthy of noting, like, you have to find where your like sweet spot is. So, like, for Josh, it's very different than it would be for myself or for maybe other clients. You know what I mean? Like, you thrive being pretty damn lean. You
yeah,
actually feel your best being quite lean. Probably, like, let's say, what, maybe 5 to 10 kilos above stage weight. Other
yeah,
people might be 15 to 20 before they feel their best. productive wise, energy wise, hormonally, etc. For you, you feel better at a leaner body fat, leaner sort of body composition. But for other
Even just
people,
now, like Noah, you're in a good spot, obviously, in terms of your body weight's not a huge amount up from where it was at the end of the diet, but I assume your training's a lot better, you're a lot stronger based off of how you look and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
people would be like, oh, yeah, he's not in that bulk, that surplus, but you are. It's just very controlled to the point where the gain is like very minimal.
Yeah, I used to always, I think just because I've spent so long of my years soft, I just assumed, oh, I think I just function better like that. When in reality, no. Like now that I've had the experience of being like that, sort of being that soft, being leaner, and then being in the position I'm at just now, where I'm again, what, 3 to 4 kilos up from my latest weigh in from the diet, and I'm functioning absolutely sound. I've probably got the best blood work that I could have at the moment if I was to get them done. Everything feels sound, productivity, mentally, everything's in a good spot. So I think that for myself, like I'm still gonna like be more optimal for myself in a softer composition than Josh, for example.
Yep.
But it's still not like anywhere near as soft as I ever need to be. And I don't really want to get like that again, which I'm never gonna let happen.
yeah, I think it's like if you, even if you don't prep, like obviously if you've done a pre-prep or a mini cut, but like if you find where your sweet spot is, and usually it's like maybe a 10 to 15 pound radius, let's say. So like for me, for example, I would say my sweet spot is probably between maybe 185 and like 205, maybe maximum like 210 pounds. Like otherwise, after that, I feel fucking heavy. And like obviously, it depends on how much muscle you've got, and the more muscle that you build, that is going to shift. So obviously, over time, you would ideally see that go up because otherwise, you'd stay the same weight forever. You'd be like, oh, this is my sweet spot, and it's like you've got no muscle. So like, you should see that sweet spot shift, but it should be, let's say, you should be able to do it relative to like stage condition, or if you've not competed before, lean body mass would be a different term for stage condition, let's say.
Adding a couple pounds onto that each year, like thinking
Yeah,
back
would be
again,
great.
2021, when I was looking at like going through my full fitness and bodybuilding journey, I was 75 kg and like a fucking fat mess. Whereas 75 kg now is really lean for me. Like I'm
Yeah.
77 just now, and I'm still pretty damn lean. Got quad striations and like a lot of details for the midsection and stuff. Like that same level of body fat would probably land me more like 87 kg now, like 85 to 87 kg. So it's a good 10 kg up in the space of the past 4 to 5 years. So it's just adding on to that, innit?
Where do you feel at your best, Matt? Because you're quite lean still now, aren't you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm like at my sweet spot right now. I don't think I will actually go into that sweet spot because I find mine's sort of around like between like 180 and 188. I'd say, or let's just say 190, but even at that upper end of 188, 189, starting to notice signs of like just being like a little bit more lethargic, training pumps just not quite as good. So for me, I feel like my range is actually a little bit smaller, but it might be a little bit heavier than other people.
Yeah.
I think that yeah, like kind of I'm sitting at 177 at the minute, so I'm probably like 3 points off it. I'm probably not going to start prep before I get to or after 180. So I think like I'm not in like the sweet spot, but I'm still in a much more productive position now than I
It's in a good
was.
spot.
Yeah, it's still a very good spot. Like I'm still getting good pumps in the gym, feel really, really good. But I just know like training would be a lot better if I was like 10 points heavier, maybe,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
That's always going to be the case, isn't it? Like, as much as when you're heavier, you sometimes feel a bit sloppier, you are just strong as fuck. It's been able to keep that strength and like everything, the quality well coming back down. Like, if you're just getting fat as shit and then you end up coming down, you just lose that strength.
There is
There's
a point though where
no point in it. Like,
your training actually does just get worse because you're fat. It's like you get injured more because your sleep's shit and your recovery's not as good and your digestion's not as good. Like if you get to that point where you're literally you've got sleep apnea, you're snoring all night, you're waking up because you're fucking choking on your fat neck, you can't digest food, you're going for 7 shits a day, like you're not growing. Like you're literally not growing. Like you just
counterproductive.
just diet. You don't like people are at that point, and I've been there. Like I was there. As much as I felt good when I was like 230. Like as much as I felt healthy still, and I still trained well, and I felt good. Like all the other signs like that weren't great. You know what I mean? Like I
Just
felt
being
big in
stubborn in it.
clothes
You're
and I
like,
was
oh fuck,
strong.
I'll do more and more and
That was
more.
it.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it does get to a point. You're Noah starting prep later. Like speaking of bringing body weight up, you're starting prep later and bringing body weight up. Rational behind that, and have it.
Yeah. So initially we had spoken about like mid-March, but we decided that it just makes more sense. Like I'm in a really good spot at the moment. Response out of the diet's been good. So we've moved it to the 16th of April time, which gives us another what, 5 weeks?
It was also just fully confirming the shows, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
so it was like before that was like a projection of like, okay, we're looking at around that date, so we'll start around there. And then we've like, no, these are shows we're pretty much 100% doing. So
Yeah.
then we like worked backwards and properly thought, right, you don't need that long, especially because you're lean. Like, you're not shredded, but you are lean.
Yeah,
It
I
goes
think
to show like the importance of actually handling that reversal like really well, like how you've done it.
It gives you more time growing and means you can just lose so much slower throughout the prep. And yeah,
Yeah,
you've nailed that, to be fair, mate.
thank you. Thank you very much.
it's good to see. And then you just go and demolish everyone in Japan and
Aye,
become their new fitness model.
too fucking right. The One Piece show. That'll be me. Just the
Do
One Piece show.
they still
That's
do
all.
that? You should definitely do that at one point.
Fuck that.
Whether
No.
you post it or not, literally just like put a message in the
Just
group
for a
chat,
laugh.
just you on
Yeah.
stage with fucking
It'd be
Luffy
one of those
shorts on.
ones that for some reason the reel just goes everywhere and everyone's like, is that fucking Noah? Is that Noah in the back corner? I'm just like sat there with a fucking jorts and a hat on. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that'd go down too well.
That would be absolute peak.
Yeah,
Incredible. When all the boys are over, if we go to Japan to finish
yeah.
the year,
That'd be sick.
That
get
would be
all
good.
of us in the Luffy show.
Oh,
That would be a wee Beyond the Process podcast episode with all of us on stage in Luffy shorts.
that'd be funny, man. I'd make, to be fair, next year should be like a good bit of fun, especially afterwards, so long as the externals work. But obviously, I'll be finishing my season in Asia. Cam will be finishing his season in Asia. So Kez is most likely going to come over, and we'll have an Annie Gaines link up at the in Japan around Christmas time anyway. And if the boys are wanting to, I know that Josh and Brandon had mentions about possibly coming over in October time. For one of my shows. That'd be pretty damn cool. The back end of this year. It doesn't feel like it's actually happening this year. Like, you
Still
know,
feels far away, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah. But it's like halfway through January already.
That is mental. That I realised that it's halfway through January. Who the fuck's that happening already? But before you know it, like literally be
We're
halfway
all
in the
getting
year.
so old. Oh,
Mate,
every
I
year
can't
just
believe
goes fast.
like I'm 26 this year.
Hey,
That's not young anymore, is it? You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
that I can kind of get away with it at 25, but 26 you're closer to 30 than 20. So oh, it's
Understands.
I
awful.
trained with my client Josh today, and for some reason, I think he's like, I've always thought he's like early 20s, 21, 22. He's 18, 10 years younger than me. And like, he doesn't seem it in any way. You know what I mean? Like, he seems a bit younger than me, but like, he's very mature. He chats, speaks really well. You know what I mean? It's like, but this is where me and Reese were saying this. So Steve, sorry mate, he's getting two shout outs on this that owns
Hate you,
the
Steve.
the containers. Like Reese was saying, like in his head, he's just one of the boys. He's like, 25, 30 still. He's a young lad and he's just chatting with the boys. And like, yeah, he is. And he was sound. He was a good lad. But he's like probably got 20, 30 years on us. You know what I mean? And like that's over time, that just becomes you. I was
mm,
saying the same to George and Jack that work at the gym. I was saying to him earlier, like they're 20. And like George is deadlift. He was like, my form's horrendous. I was like, but does it feel sound? He was like, yeah, it feels fine. Like I don't get any pain. I'm like, enjoy it then. I was like, you're young. You can get away with it. Like realistically, like you could fucking just rip weight off the floor and you probably won't hurt yourself for another few years until you hurt yourself and then you're fucked. You've you've broke your spine. But like, you know what I mean? Like I don't think you really. I know obviously like Josh, you get injuries, but like
I was
if
gonna
you
say
think
I wish I was like that. I'm fucking
yeah, but
cooked if I
think
do more
back.
than one set
It's
of
just
deadlifts.
because you've trained for longer. If you think about when you first started training, you were doing random shit in lockdown. I bet you weren't getting injured.
I actually did when I was doing that, my bodybuilding fitness journey video. I found a YouTube video, or sorry, a TikTok video, and it was a back workout to build thickness and density. And my first exercise was 4 sets of 10 on deadlifts. So I was banging that.
Yeah, there you go.
Great session as me. I'd get given the 24 kg. There was like a raffle from Pro Life to win the dumbbells. I get given the 24 kg dumbbells and I'm bent over my sofa, single arm rowing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good angle of it as
So
well, right
what
behind.
load were you doing on the deadlift?
I went back and looked at my very first videos. My first PR after learning how to do them was 70 kg for three. That was big. I looked like I was shitting myself. Sat there
I
like,
remember doing 60 kilos with Kyle, the guy that plays football. I
yeah.
remember doing 60 kilos, and he'd obviously done like strength and conditioning through like the academy. And I remember doing it. I must have been like 14, and like fucking hell, I was ruined for weeks. I literally thought I'd like broke my back.
Yeah.
I remember doing two
Oh,
plates and thinking I was the dog's bollocks because like nobody was putting two plates on. It was always 120 and then all these little other plates. I was like, fuck it, the two plates go on,
we
man.
used to measure strength in the pin loaded leg press. There's
Yeah.
always somebody that could full stack the cunt, and they were doing like no range of motion, no nothing. But it's like, mate, his legs are so strong. He can do the full leg press machine.
Mate, I
We used
missed out in
to,
this training arc when I was like 14. I only went and done the ab coaster. I just banged the ab coaster, plate
That's
loaded
so
that.
fried because I done
I
that as well.
I
I've
maxed
done the
out
exact same
every
thing.
ab coaster, and that was all I would do in the gym when I was 14. Because there was a girl that I used to fancy. I was like, oh, she'll like me if I get abs. Come on to fuck. So I was just sat there like, fucking sweating out. Like 30, three sets of 30 reps front, then on the obliques on each side for 30 reps, whacking the fuck out of
is that
myself.
the one? Is that the one at Apollo? Do you remember me and you trained at Apollo? And
Yes,
you were like,
yeah,
mate, this machine.
yeah. It
Yeah.
was, mate. If I think about it now, three sets of 30 front, left, and right. I'm doing 270 reps. No
Crazy
fucking
work. That's
hashtag
built the
MVP.
foundation for your abs, that.
That's it, mate.
Well, I used to max out the leg extension. Just like I would try and work my way all the way up to the stock, do a set in the stock. I must have done about like 10 sets in total, but it's weird because my quads are probably some of my strongest body parts.
It
Oh,
is literally so related to just what you had fun doing when you were younger.
yeah.
Like
You
I
know
just
what's
love training
shite though?
arms. Like
Yeah. You know what's shite? Like some of your mates, like I had a mate who could do 160 kg deadlift straight away without doing
yeah,
anything. Like take Will Holmes as an example. I think like the first time he properly deadlifted, he get like 180 for 10 or something. We get like 200s. And here's me at 70 kg in my living room, like legit pooing my pants, trying to get my third rep. My mum's shouting,
it
"Go on, Josh, go
it
on,
is
Josh."
mental, isn't it? Yeah. No, it is mental, mate. Yeah. Like some people are just made for it. Like, but again, it's like you think like there's always that lad like those lads at school who are just fucking strong, like rugby lads. You know what I mean? Like, or they're not even rugby players, but they just like you do rugby and they're just fucking strong. And it's like if they were to go into bodybuilding, they would be good at it, or at least into powerlifting.
I was
Or
gonna say like it is different with bodybuilding though because some of these fucking like freaks of nature and strength could just have guff shape,
yeah,
giant waist, can't get into condition. A lot of them probably would struggle to get into condition because they're like big boned,
yeah,
like they're heavier guys, they're just more body fat on them and therefore they're very powerful. So it's like their strengths are impressive, but like put them into bodybuilding, try get them to
yeah. You do see that a lot.
completely different.
Like, yeah, the
Like I
lads
was
that
never the
were
strong
always
person,
heavy.
but like again, I'm not gonna say I can guarantee, but I was never the strongest person. But I guarantee, like out of my friend group, if we were all to pursue bodybuilding, I'd probably go the furthest,
Yeah.
which is crazy because I was one of the weaker people. But like your genetic makeup, with your structure, your frame, your ability to actually pull off body fat and stuff, it matters massively as well. So if you can only deadlift 70 kg for three reps, there's still hope.
Yeah.
That's
To
what
be
I learned.
fair, I didn't even know I had like good shape until I was about 22. I
You
feel like
don't?
you just need to like, cheers. I feel like you just need to like just keep building muscle and training, and then one day you're like, oh, actually, like,
You
look
never
good.
know until you
Like,
actually
yeah,
do
you
a good
don't
chunk
like
of
it's
muscle.
impossible to know that if you're just like skin and bone, like you all are, you know what I mean, until you actually start growing. There's unless like Reese, to be fair, is I guess a bit of an example because like I didn't know him obviously growing up, but like, even when he was quite young, like I think he did have like just a very wide clavicle. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lad called Max that trains around here. He sometimes comes to the gym, but I think he trains at any time. He's just made for bodybuilding or men's physique. He's literally a triangle. It's like what the fuck? Like just meant to do it. Like structurally, forget adding muscle to that frame. He's just meant to do it from a structural standpoint.
How mad is it that there's some really skinny person out there right now who, if they trained and took things really seriously, could be Mr. Olympia. Like, but they'll never ever know it. They'll never take action on it. But they've just got like top 0.0001%
I
genetics.
always think that about like like the 100 meters. Like what when Usain Bolt was like the fastest guy in the world for like years, was he actually? Or is there someone out there who's probably quicker than him, who just don't try?
Somebody
They've just not
say
tried. You know what I mean? They've just not sprinted before. But they're
somebody in
fucking
physical
rapid.
Asia is just getting tested and turns out they can beat him.
Yeah, like I always thought that. I thought, I wonder if there is like even just a like footballer. You know what I mean? Just like a rapid footballer, like put them
Yeah,
against him.
nobody knows
But
about it.
they would probably get smoked.
I think about it boxing wise or like MMA. Like there's the world champion, then, but there's some man
There's definitely
Russian
some scheme.
Russian 40-year-old, some wee junkie that's ready to batter MD. But like
Yeah, have
some
you
Russian guy
seen?
that's like training in the fucking woods and has been and nobody knows about him, and he'd be able to just demolish everyone.
Have you seen the big African guy who just walks by carrying bags of rice and he's absolutely
Oh,
jacked? It was like, imagine if you give him like an actual decent setup, like pop him into the physique club, give him a diet, like access to
get him
like
signed up for
testing and
natural
stuff,
physique coaching.
and then just like see, like, because he could be like an unbelievable bodybuilder, but
Yeah.
he's just like he doesn't have the resources.
Do you want to
Just
message him?
shame.
Sponsor him?
I don't think he's got a phone.
But
A
you
bit
see,
difficult.
this is slightly off topic, but you see the Kenyan fella that was doing the playing the darts? He started playing darts like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
He just get fucking
Ravinia.
nasty at it, and he was in the world championship. I
yeah.
fucking love that guy.
Did
Mate,
he
the
win his?
darts
Did
is
he win the
always
first
so
game?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, he won
Yeah.
his game, and then I think he got fucked after that. But he's my hero.
I fucking love the darts.
It's good,
Like
isn't it?
so good, mate. Me and Meg were like fucking loving it. Like we went to do the cube, and we were like annoyed that we'd booked the cube for when the final was on. So like as soon as we got off that, as soon as we finished the cube, we like ran into the car, got my laptop. We brought my laptop to watch it, and I was like, right, don't look at the score, don't look at the score. Rewind it to the start, and like
Have
watched it on the way
you
home.
been in person?
No, and this is
I
it's the
have.
last thing I want to do. We got to say
Oh no, mate, it's a brilliant night out.
yeah, but that exactly. But I don't like that. You know what I mean? I would just get pissed off. People just wind me up. I'd be like, fucking everyone's around me spitting on me. Everyone's throwing beer. Everyone's loud. Why is everyone dressed up? Like,
Just go to the back. You
you
don't
know,
have
just
to
watch
sit
it
in
at
the middle.
home from a perfect angle where I can see the board. Like, I just think that is the best sport to watch at home.
Fair. I mean, it is quite fast paced in it, in the sense that it's quite
I honestly think it's like the best sport to watch.
dramatic.
Like, compare it to football. Like football, yeah, you might have a fucking sick goal or like a really nice piece of play or a good tackle.
I
But
find
darts,
football
constant.
like horrendously boring to watch. Like
Yeah,
I
it is.
can't do
Football
it.
is boring if you watch a full game.
Cannot do it. Like even in person, I really struggle to. Like if
Yeah,
I go to a match, I've just kind of sat there
yeah.
just watching. I'm like,
I
when somebody
agree to an
scores
extent.
and you're fucking going nuts, it's brilliant. But like for 90% of it, I'm bored at my tits and I'm just sat there like
Yeah,
I think
fiddling
I
it's
to
do
because
get
myself.
that.
it's so low scoring as well. Like you'll go to a game
Yeah,
with
that's the thing. There's
1-0.
not enough happening.
I
That's
don't
why
know.
rugby's better because rugby there's just more ways to score points.
Yeah,
So, saying that, I watched golf and
It's
play
fucking
golf, which
dreadful.
is
The
like
worst sport about
way
it.
slower.
golf
But
and
like,
cricket, like
no,
can't
but
watch that.
let me say this.
Yeah.
Golf, like you're not watching the one person play around, so it's not as if you're watching 4 hours. It highlights all the best shots, and like there'll be five guys at the top who are in the run for it, and it's like constantly just showing them, and like then the order's changing, and somebody's winning, somebody's not. So it's like quite
Yeah, I
exciting to watch
get
because
that.
there's
Like I
always
get
stuff
that,
happening. But in
but I
football, it's not
wouldn't go
like
and watch golf. You know, like going and watching it, you're just watching the same shot. If you're just at the tee, just
No,
watching the
people
same shot.
follow they'll follow like
yeah,
golfers
you kind
on
of
course as
follow
well.
people about, and like you stay with the front group, like you or if there's somebody that you really like, you'll go find them and maybe get a signature from them when they're walking between holes and stuff. But like being at the, you fucking giggling it.
It's just funny that you're telling me that that's what I'll do if I go watch the
Yeah,
golf.
yeah.
You know, you can
We'll
get
do
a
it one
signature.
time.
Cheers, mate.
I said that we should get a natural physique coaching golf round in because
Fuck that.
there's a
No,
We
few
not a
should.
people who
chance.
Like
That's
that
piss.
Not a
would be good
chance.
for content. It would be funny.
Foot
yeah.
golf would be fun.
Foot
Foot
golf.
golf is
That's
Oh,
not a bad
unreal.
shout at all.
Foot golf so good.
Yeah, I played it
We should
once.
play paddle, four-way
No.
paddle.
I'll
I've
be
heard of
class.
is
No.
paddle like just randomly spawned in and been
Oh, mate, it's
invented
like the biggest thing
because
ever
like
now.
yeah, because
Paddle's sick.
it's
I've only
become
played it
very
once.
popular, but
I
I'd
did
never
enjoy
heard of
it.
it beforehand.
It is good. I had a good laugh doing it with my dad and my mates back at home. It was good. Like I reckon we'd all enjoy it doing it.
Let's get a game of paddling and a game of foot golf then. sorted.
Legit though, like one time when either if we've got a meet up or even if we haven't, we just do a content day and you guys stay at mine. Stay for the weekend, come on the Friday, we'll like do our
Do
content day.
random
And
shit.
like Sunday, like actually do something that's not bodybuilding related. You know what I mean? Like we'll go and play a different sport or do something that's like paddle or something like that.
Badminton. I like a game of badminton.
Fuck that. No.
Fucking love
I
that.
like badminton, but it's just so soft in it.
Right.
Even
Like
looking
Can I
at
go
like,
from playing rugby to playing badminton?
yeah, like you know the shuttlecock. It's like the campest sporting good you can have. Shuttlecock and a badminton racket. Like
You're flailing it about.
it is just gay. Like I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah. It's fucking difficult though.
Yeah, I played it at school. I was quite good.
I want to be, mate,
There we go.
that was the time that we tried to max out on squats. We went to a wee badminton tournament. I'd won one when I was younger, and so I get invited back into it. But it was like me and all my mates that went because we'd done the best in badminton and PE. We all got absolutely fucked in it, and then just went up to the gym and just maxed out and everything. It was
we
brilliant.
we
Like, that
literally
would
had
happen
like
once a year.
we had one badminton tournament the whole time I was at school. Like you say, we were the best ones in PE, so they picked a few of us, and we went and like just got dicked.
Yeah, people,
Like
yeah, people
everyone
turn
was
up with
sick.
fucking badminton shoes and like professional rackets and shit.
Honestly, mate,
Got
some of
the
these
fucking
kids were like
Yonex. It's all
crazy.
Yonex
Yeah, mate.
gear.
Honestly, like I was like, mate, can I try that? I hit it and like the shuttlecock smacked off the ceiling. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that? How did I get that? Guys paid like 250 quid for a badminton racket. Fuck
That's
that.
what paddle's like. My mate has his own racket. I was like, oh mate. Oh.
So we lost all respect for him. We maybe get some
Apparently he got
table
it
tennis
gifted.
in after Marty Supreme.
Huh?
Me and Noah can get nasty at table tennis since we like
Nah,
Marty Supreme
mate.
so much.
Long term, right? So like my next house, I definitely
Oh,
want
it's gonna have a badminton court in it.
no. It'll have a games room that'll have dartboard, pool table, table tennis table. Definitely.
Mega.
Maybe not even pool. I'm not that asked about pool. Table tennis is miles better.
Nice
was
big
not
All
darts.
weekend.
That
We
is-
played pool against these Italians and they were trying to hustle us and shit. I'm see when I'm stoned, I'm unbelievable at pool. Oh, like ridiculous.
We
I don't
superpower.
think I missed a shot.
Are we superpower? You need to activate it
Yeah,
by,
it slows me down. I can see angles and stuff. It's ridiculous.
analyzing it. You can see them on it. It's
Mm.
crazy.
All right, we're done.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, fellas, for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching. As always, please do like and subscribe. Turn on notifications if it's on Spotify. Click follow, rate 5 stars, and as always, stay on your shorties. Yeah, that's a good way to end it. Goodbye, everyone. See ya.